Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Underrated Euro sometime later into the draft too. Okay, by the way, this is B1 worthy now.
D1 Renekton. It's the LPL Classic as Doctum in big trouble. Ignited and taken down. Easiest first blood RNG I've had all year.
And this is with FPX getting...
Yeah, that bot lane prio, the fact that Doctum, his flash just coming up now.
Oh, good knockup.
Up onto LWX, but it's traded back onto Doctum there by Ming. Ming should be able to dash out. Life almost goes down there. LWX, great damage. As Wei can now move into the play. Milky Way will be focused down here, but flashes to safety himself. Wei follows it. The Crescent Guard keeps Milky Way alive, but now Wei doesn't quite have the damage.
The Ignite!
Oh, the W for the Ignite! It's enough! And Ming takes down Milky Way.
Great eyes onto Wei just yet. They're going to get that right now with Karma starting to roam out. This is important. Care has been winning the early laning phase. You expect that from Karma. Is that going to lead to a winning fight, though?
We might just have a scrap here. Life is level 6 on the Ornn, and the horn sounds. Railgun across the team. Knockups are good as well, but Milky Way is down once again. Knockup is there onto Wei. Maybe they could trade. Jungle is here, and Life flashes for his life. Gets a heal out from the center of the Charm lands, and Ming chases onto Doctum as well. Tanguing gets the reset, and it's a double for LWX.
What is happening with FPX's decision making? They're going in. Also, I'd be so fascinated once again because it's such an LPL thing to happen. RNG, I'll potentially have to see if the top laner can survive. Milky Way Doctum on their own.
Whether they're winning at the time or not, one thing you can say about FPX is they do not slow down. Now a dive on the top side, but Breathe keeps himself safe, uses that all out, uses the ghost, but will be forced away. And with 6 grubs here, it's going to be a lot of tower damage.
Yeah, it is, and I think this is really important because FX did not want to play towards bot side. Look how many red wards there are on the bot side of the map. This is why FX left this side, but it means that Life is probably going to die in a turret. No ult just yet.
The root lands from LWX.
Oh no!
Life, and Care TP'd in as well. Why? Why?
It's a care package. He just teleports in and he gives a free set of gold over. Breathe, however, returning to favor on top side.
What are we doing? Why are we... Okay, well, score it. But in the meantime, it's 7-2 on the scoreboard. As FPX look for a tier 2 in the top side with 6 groups, a center Renekton. I think they might just get it. And
the thing is, you know, tower plates make towers tankier. Inner turrets don't have that. So even though the fact that they would have been
a bit late to get it on the Barisol in that play, now getting charmed in River. I don't know, maybe his W was on cooldown, I'm not sure. Smite comes through from Milky Way, grabs his red buff, spots the clone as well, dashes on in for more. The route onto Wei is there. I don't know if they finish the kill. Milky Way's desperate to do it.
Snipe
snipes him with the Ornn horn, and Milky Way gets onto the scoreboard a little bit here. FPX finally finding themselves a fight. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they grab themselves 3.
This was what RNG was supposed to be showing us what they can do in a 5v5. No center ults on them either, so the FPX missing some key crucial tools to teamfight with. RNG walk away with Soul.
Available, but I don't know if you really want to commit into that one for Life. And the fact that FPX managing to find themselves that fight off the back of RNG, who are starting yet another one. Spirish used by Flash. They're looking for Life. The W denies a little bit, but not enough. And LWX grabs his 6th kill of the game.
We were talking about the Rakan whoop. I didn't know
video,
that.
Very educational, worth watching. Speaking of educational, FPX want to educate Breathe on positioning, but Breathe is, turns out he's the teacher after all. Ming has to dash away to safety. Health bar's still pretty healthy aside from Doctum, and Breathe just 1v1s him. The teacher has brought class into session, and in the meantime, the other top laner goes down. It's a disaster for FPX, and LWX survives on the backline. Milky Way versus the world, and the world is just too heavy this time around. Care flashes to safety, but he just doesn't have the damage to do anything. The Q comes on through. That was so close to disaster.
It is kind of disaster all the same. It's going to be the Baron going over to RNG. It's a bit of a Kasante moment. It's a bit of a Breathe moment. It's a bit of RNG showing up when it doesn't matter to them. they still have seeding to fight for. They would really be expected to walk away with this one, but RNG are comprehensively putting them to the sword. This should go down with the on-hit Varus burning it down, but there are teleports. How many can they get on the retreat?
Way gets the flash over the wall. Breed is going to go down. LWX is going to go down. This maybe is it for FPX, in fact. 2 kills, both of them onto Xiaolahu. They can't.
Good job of turning things around at the back of this and getting good damage onto LWX. And Ming as well, but Life can't quite finish that. Ming, as we speak of it, gonna die.
That is not the time to get caught out, Ming. A bit disrespectful, you know Drake's coming up. The odds of FPX, but all of the normal item names. Am I that worried? Like, we all know that it's an Ornn upgrade on the item. Does it need a name? I'm not too worried about it.
Sometimes it can be fun. Less fun is Life taking all of his high HP. He's just gonna die for free.
Oh, this is a disaster for the side of FPX that just walked into their own demise. Life still surviving. Milky Way as well. Maybe they can turn this one around. Care still going to. Xiaolahu gets into the mix, but it's just not tanky enough. Or maybe he is with those shields coming through. Breathe finds the all out and cleans things up. Breathe, he's had a pretty decent split. He's been the highlight for RNG. And Xiaolahu commits to a 3v4 where he could run away, perhaps overestimating how much tankiness this Karma is going to offer with those shields. And it was clear that Milky Way was not keen. Idea of going in. Remember that Rakan engage followed up by a Wukong is devastating.
And also Tanyuan following up with a Magi's with the death cap as well. So strong. Flashed away from the Varus ults.
That's Doctum's flash. That's huge. That's such a big cooldown. Care doesn't have a flash either.
All the damage.
Just annihilate the top laner. Good all comes out from Life. Good combo to CC up LWX, but nobody can follow up whatsoever. Milky Way goes down on the backside. Doctum's still going. Maybe Life can tank for the carries, but I don't think so. Double for LWX and RNG. I guess Royal Neva gave up after all.
How do you get through even the Varus? The Varus is a half tank now at this point, by the way. He's going to keep healing through you as well. Even if you reach those choice targets. There's a Banshee, there's an assassination!
Oh, Tanyuan! Where has that been? All split long. This is more like it, RNG. Goes in for another charm, doesn't quite find the bonus target, but it doesn't matter. He's done his work. 3-0-13 on the Ahri, and this will be a triple in him.
I dare you to say Ahri's not an assassin. She's back and she has damage. RNG are back and they have damage.
Doctum getting caught once again. A tough game for him on the center. The Baroned Up Cannons will end this, and RNG want one last fight before the Nexus falls. Xiaolahu falls. Life will fall as well. And RNG, this has been clean. Another double for Breathe, who's looked fantastic in this game. LWX finishing.
But in terms of untargeted hooks, you're playing against, 4 ranged champions, and then the 5th being a Poppy that will have like a million movement speed once you pop W. So Life is going to have to really be on point to get value out of this pick. Way back on top side again. Xiaolahu low HP. Has Ghost again. Is there any reality of a kill threat here? I'm not exactly sure.
I think Xiaolahu should be okay. Has that all out, but maybe they can go for a dive here. Stun doesn't land against the wall. The knock is there. Gold card is there as well. This steadfast presence, I was wrong. It's absolutely a kill angle. Breathe with first blood.
No one moving topside from FPX to save their top laner. It is a huge amount of plates going to go to the side of Breathe and RNG. Yes, it's traded for a dragon and potential some breathing room for Doctam and Life, but Breathe is red buff on the top side, means that Milky Way will get his hands on it. He's getting himself pretty far ahead. Wow,
okay, that's just a kill on some big, right? Like, easiest kill of Doctum's life there. The bailout comes through. LWX wants the 2v1, and he might just win it as well. Doctum trying to trade it back. LWX flashes forward, gets knocked up, but he's got the damage to take down Doctum, and Life doesn't stand a chance. Gets the E in. WQ. No, the W is on cooldown. Just a Q, and Life walks away. But AC Way, slam to it.
If you can start chunking him out so he can't be on the map, it is quite important. Way would have to go back towards camp to get some life steal. Starts up for a cross map as well. Teleport potential towards bot side too if they wanted to.
Teleport is going to be channeled, but Ming's already gone down, and they're out of there. Tanyuan Trying to find a punish here. Milky Way could be the target. Spiraling Despair is a lot of damage. Doctor goes on forwards. LWX, the target here. Milky Way back in, and that's the burst that they needed. Telling you a next target gets the fear to keep himself safe. Stockton looks for a little bit more. Life has Hook available. Really okay with that top lane 1v1 just being isolated in the long term. As ultimate still available for Wake. Cancelled that channel. We move back in once again. The hook comes on through. But again, onto Wake. We mentioned it before. Poppy is not the target you want.
It's not CC. Oh, no. Walks into the brush and doesn't see it.
Oh, an uncharacteristic fumble there from Milky Way. It's a whole thing. 2 items picked up for Breathe though now. As this matchup ain't getting any easier. It's a full tier 3 advantage in that top lane between the solo laners. As Life continues to fish for hooks, Ming continues to be the target. And that'll be the 3rd death this game for Ming, and all 3 of them off of the back of Life's grabs.
In Blitzcrank we trust. See how many more of them he can get. Breathe. Is he going to get teleported? And he is. He doesn't have a cleanse or anything. He has a turret to fall back to, but here comes Milky Way as well. Can Way save him?
Uses the Ghost to try and get out. Gold card there to try and get Milky Way, but the kickback is there. Care should be able to find the stun. The buffer is there. Tibbers is in, and Care grabs his first of the game. And now Way wants the reinforcements. He needs reinforcements all of a sudden. Hooked back in. Milky Way dives forward. Way forced to flash. That's Tower in the bottom lane.
While this is happening, RNG are pushing the other 2 lanes. LWX pushing in.
I felt like the rest of FPX were not ready for Life's Hook there. I think there was maybe a chance of...
You got the double might spawning. It's one of these things which changes the way that your macro happens too. If you give up that, it's so much harder to cross map.
The terrifying Blitzcrank flank. I'm not sure that's going to work for your Life. There's a hostile takeover as well. Big time. I mean, what did he expect, man? That was one of the most comical support flanks I think of.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you killing this Herald, all right? And that's kind of it.
It's got a bit of misclick, right?
It's driving to the shops.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to drive the Herald there. I'm not sure. Either way, Drake is up. RNG are in the river right now. Life looking for a hook. Forces a flash out from Breathe. Care is on a flank as well. This Tibbers could be devastating. Flash is available.
So, big thing. No Twisted Fate ult to spot out the flankers. It means that they can just sit off the vision, but now Care walks into it anyway.
They just go towards him. Care can't 1v5 them, and instantly they find themselves a pick. It only works if Care can get the Tibbers down while the rest of the team is moving in. Fantastic presence of mind from RNG.
And even with Care going for the Shurelias, the extra mobility as a second item, it wasn't up for that big play. He goes down very, very easily. At least the 6 grub buff gives FPX the extra pushing power to take themselves in a turret. It picks in one of them. This is one of the ways you can answer a split push. You overload one lane and you look for big picks. What that means though is that you are always missing one lane of farm. Right now they're missing top lane and they're putting multiple people into bot lane to answer Breed. This has happened so much that now we see Shallow behind a farm, we see Care behind a farm, but they're trying to make up for it in big plays, but even then they're not quite making it right now.
Flash available, Tibbers comes in, that's the CC chain with the all out as well. An easy pick for FPX, and like you say, finding that side lane pick.
This is the gambit which FPX are playing.
Life gets a chunk, but Way needs to move in. That Poppy ultimate could be everything. Care behind enemy lines. He doesn't actually have Tibbers, doesn't have Flash available either. I'm not sure what he can achieve.
Oh, we might be flipping this, folks.
Oh boy, here we go. Way looking for that ultimate, see what he can do with it. Life's just gone, and he gets the Baron as well. RNG, they want to make this upset happen, but FPX not going down without a fight here. Spiraling Despair onto Milky Way, forces him back. Procs, but doesn't quite hit the whole team. Shallow now on the front line, trying to buffer for his team, trying to be that protector. He goes down to LWX. Are we going to use the Twist Fatal? No, just goes to the mid lane. And FPX walk away wounded without Baron.
Another wave. FPX, that was the gambit they made, the gamble. They have to try and get kills now before the Baron buff kills them.
Life's going for it. He's onto LWX. There's no follow-up. Okay, there's the follow-up. Bailout ain't enough. And it's a kill into the pocket of Doctum here. Way, next target on the chopping block. He's low on mana, and in the meantime, Ming's going down on the top side. Doctum dives over the wall to take him down. And FPX finally answer. But in the meantime, oh, look at the towers.
This is exactly the problem. It is just trying to pick up the pieces from FPX.
I didn't see it on live, but Way just completely whiffed his ultimate earlier on as well. So a bit of redemption there in the play, honestly, for Way. The fact that he gets that steal in the end. FPX grab themselves a second Drake. And they need to get back to the base because you can see Wei just running it down the mid lane to try and threaten onto this inhib using that Baron buff. He doesn't even need to hit the tower. That's what the minions are for. That's what that cannon is for. This is going to be an inhib taken by Wei without ever going near the tower.
Oh my god, there's such a flex to stand here. It's like, well, this is what I got before.
Oh,
no, he woke up at the wrong point!
He wasn't far enough for Wei, or maybe he was. Wei actually gets away with this one. Surely not Xiaolahu there to punish, but the steadfast presence and the bailout as well. RNG saved their jungler, inhibitor secured, and maybe the upset secured as well.
He's just playing like an executive. He delegates the task of killing the tower to his minions, and then he gets a bailout, a corporate bailout to save the executive. He's alive, and he'll be walking with a Baron buff to potentially take down FPX at 2-0.
Call it a subprime mortgage. He's still managed to get out with his own fortune here. Doctor, big damage. Hooked in and diving forwards. Doctor's taking things into his own hands, but he just doesn't have the damage to make it happen. 1 for 1 here as Milky Way looks for a little bit more as well. Health bar's low for RNG, but the Q goes wide. Life maybe can find a hook. Tipper's on cooldown. I don't think more can be found right now.
Unless Milky Way's got another ward hop, what's he got? Blast Cone, doesn't see her in that brush. Needs to wait for the next Q cooldown. Milky Way is just hoping that one of these Qs will hit to be the case. So, FPX, they survive the Baron. After they so graciously gifted over to RNG on the other side. This could be a kill. Remember, again, big damage from Milky Way.
But Breathe flashes away and Wei's in the brush as well. The kick is huge, but not huge enough, and Breathe still survives. Life now being chased down, but Xiaolahu's here as well, and the hook comes up through Breathe. Wei oversteps the mark, but Tang Yuan answers it anyway.
I love how he just puts his arms down. A couple of seconds of free push. Now moving across the map, see that Breathe has gone towards that top side, sat on that top lane brush. Again, just on call. When you're playing not just in the middle of the map, but you're playing towards like the inner turrets, you've got so much quicker teleports.
Doctum's gone top, that means Breathe can go mid, and it means that Care is caught. It means that RNG found their window. Go card locked in, and Xiaolahu, he's found an all out, but I don't think there's a way out in this one. RNG take 2 picks, and LWX grabbing that final kill as he takes down his former organization. The inhibs are already gone. This is just a case of walking it in now.
Welcome to late split LPL. We always have upsets, former teams beating each other. And Milky Way, one last shot.
Nice try, CC lands, but there's just no damage unless Doctum can perform some kind of miracle. But Breathe runs him down. He's the better AD carry, and he doesn't even play the role. 5 members still strong from RNG as LWX just walks under the tower to take down the FPX superstar Milky Way. That is going to be game. That is going to be the series, and that is RNG finding the upset and LWX taking down his former home.
Hands up! Who predicted this one? Because this one came in 2024, and Jacklov, he used to be that Draven one-trick streamer before he even went into pro. Then of course he brought it into pro. Very famously beat T1 at the 2019 MSI something.
Yeah, I'm turning into cheese at this point. Both junglers pathing towards his bottom side as another hook hits, this time onto 1xN. Ignite is there. Oh, great handshake, but the cleanse comes through. Chocho's low. This is going to be a flash angle for Jackulov. He wants himself first blood on the Draven, and he cashes it in. Another
so
to
close!
make it the double. Jackulov is here, and his Draven is just as godly as ever.
The dive incoming.
Yes, there is. Cream's moved down. Tien is already here. No summoners as Mako just walks under, gets himself that route, gets the hook as well. Might even sacrifice himself for these kills, but it does not matter. Another kill as well for Jackulov. And this is going from bad to worse as UCal arrives, and I think Top Esports are quite happy to just go for a re-dive on this one. And it's another one into the pocket of Top Esports as Cream grabs the kill this time around. 5-1. And unfortunately, Top Esports is not a team that gives you second chances. Oh no, Chocho gets caught by the standard side. Matron's here, maybe a chance as he looks for a resell to Jackulov, but look at how much damage Jackulov does! It's a 2v3! 1xN goes in, he's only level 4 though, he doesn't have the damage to finish Jackulov. 1 for 1. But Jackulov's still going here, he's just hit level 6, the ultimate's available, Chocho has to dodge this, the whirling death.
There's a death going to be on strain here as well as that Vatron's called out.
Good cleanse there, but H1, yeah, found, taken down. The bailout doesn't save him, and Tien walks away with his life. As Chocho will die to Mako, who's chasing him. No, doesn't go down, and in fact, Tien falls. 369 here to punish Hoya for the audacity of trading a kill.
Top Esports, they just don't let go. There's the ult we were talking about. Jaculov, he missed just about.
So close. Look at the CS lead in the bottom lane. Oh, the stun side hits. The flash, not going to be used by 1xN. I wasn't sure. I mean, I suppose Jaculov's not really stacked up that much, because every time he gets a couple of stacks, he cashes it in immediately. So the ult execute, not doing that much just yet. Oh, Mako's found him. Another hook lands. Tien, can he follow up onto this one? I don't think so. The hostile takeover will deny the engage.
Full tower.
Yeah, that's so forced away. So many minions denied. Great equalizer in the top side, gives 369 the all-in chance, and Hoya's just going to be solo killed.
What a style game from Top Esports. It's going to be a return kill. I don't think he survives even with the flash. We'll see. Yukal's up here, ult in. I think we'll be saying goodbye to the Rumble.
Oh, the root still lands, unfortunate. I think he was trying to get out of the circle with the flash, but...
yeah. Accelerated the game so much, forcing TT off of their own jungle camps.
Oh, knock up onto 1xN. He does flash himself to safety here. TT in full retreat, spiraling despair onto Mako. It's not going to be enough to finish a kill here as Tien continues onto Hoya. Oh,
that's a hook.
How did he hit that through the wall? Janky hook coming on through. In goes Renekton. Jaculov low on HP, but still surviving. Hostile takeover through the entire team. And TT have done it. They found an angle 5v4 and punished Top Esports.
Problem with Jaculov being fed is that, well, if you use the hostile takeover, absolutely absurd.
Do you know the funniest bit about it all? Not a single ninja tabby on the side of TT. Nobody has any armor.
Oh, here it comes.
And here we go. He's not even needed for the kill onto H1. There we go. Hoya just gets absolutely annihilated. There's two for Jackie. Looking for number 3 here as Cream finds himself. The route 1 auto will do the trick. No, Tien takes it. Wasn't sure if he was going to keep stacking the multi-kill. I mean, at this point, they're just flexing on him. They're just absolutely flexing on him. Here we go. 1xN grabs himself the Graviton route. Burned to death by the equalizer, forced to flash. In the 2v1, it's 1xN flashing away.
How do you fight against this gold lead? This is the right play to make, but they're just so far behind. It is not fair.
Oh, Cream's taken down. Didn't expect Yukal to still be sticking around. Didn't see the control ward in the push. Nice play by Yukal. An important pickup for T. He'll still be able to hit you from a million miles away. And one of those axes is going to be half of your HP at this point. Mako spots him coming in. H1 maybe could find a 50-50 smite if Top Esports play it a little fast and loose. I wouldn't put it past them with this kind of lead. They do tend to enjoy their games when they're ahead.
Oh,
big
man.
Onto 1xN. See you later, Aphelios. Bailout can't save you now. Okay, maybe a pick, though. Tien goes down 1-for-1. Hoya on a flank as well as Mako falls. This could be huge. Jaculov is found as well. Hoya gets onto the backline and a triple comes on through for H1. They find the chance and get onto the Baron.
Oh, we thought we'd done away with the Top Esports Baron flip, but this is the power of down 5 towers, right? 6-1. But they're already up, you know, they're within touching distance of the goal, considering where they were. If they can get onto a couple of these objectives, maybe they can get some big gold in pocket back. They're looking for a CC chain, maybe finishing off Mako.
Spiraling Despair should finish this one. It's a pick. Great stuff coming out from TT here. Another opportunity. Surely Top Esports, this is not the way your 100% record goes. A pick on Jaculov as well. That's a second back-to-back shutdown.
And they could use the Draven's body to push towers quicker as well with his extra AD. TT in such an important series for them. They are looking to get themselves into playoffs. If they could make it through a comeback like this, it would be a miracle to get themselves into the race.
What is in the water this morning? Cream trying to chase down for more. Tien is here too. 369 doesn't have his ultimate.
Stole topside blue buff instead and now fighting towards mid lane Prio. This is again going to be about that first pick.
H1 takes a little tap. As there,
hook.
No, this time it's not Top Esports being picked, and that means that TT are being destroyed. Mako low on HP, gets over towards the wall, but H1 gets away from the route last possible second. There, 1xN goes for the 1v1 on Jaculov, but if you step up to the king, you better not miss. Take taken down, and Top Esports, they'll blow this game wide open once again. Another hook from Mako as Chocho has nowhere to go. One last little harpoon to finish it, and 369 the first.
So Infernum up for 1xN. He doesn't have the rifle turrets, but he has the big Mega Infernum bomb. Let's look to see if they can do the hero play.
Mako punishes the lack of flash, and UCAL is immediately eviscerated. Reset for Patron, but Jacula focuses him this time. 1xN Infernum does nothing when Jaculov's on Draven, flashing forwards for the Quadra and destroying TT where they stand.
He locks in his Draven and he makes this game.
Elsewhere, fantastic game from Top Esports, snowballing the early game like crazy. It nearly got away from them, but that 100% win rate when ahead of 15 stays intact after all. And we'll just pretend it was clean, shall we? We'll pretend that was an easy one. The early game set.
I think this is just Hoya saying, look, it's somewhat a comfort for him. You know, we definitely remember a couple of Hoya Poppy top lane games where he's ended up being a front line. It allows you to be a bit more of a front line. Nothing that special here.
Yeah, as Jaculov takes a big old chunk. 1xN going to use the barrier. That's the second barrier of the game already at 5.5 minutes. And look at this all in from TT's bot lane there. Absolutely monstering through. In the meantime, TT looking for a pickle to cream as well. This is their opportunity here. Baytron gets the knockup and the root lands as well. Tien suddenly in a 1v2 and he's looking for Baytron as well. He ain't stopping anytime soon. Gets the double stun and suddenly 1v1 and UCAL, who's hit level 6 but the Pop Blossom already on cooldown. Tien forced away.
Oh, he gets it!
Finds the root and UCAL takes the second.
The mid jungle 2v2 even with a counter. Really going bad. Bot lane now still fighting.
Oh, that Glitter Lance slow, I think might have actually saved Jojo. No, the flash from Jaculov. That damage waits for the shield to go down and then finish.
The worst eco champions to hide as, because you can't even do the Q auto attack. You have to do the right click permanently. Really kind of funny. It's like, well, obviously he's not that. He's using real auto attack all the time. He's not alone in top side.
Yeah, it's a knock up there. Flash available for 369, and we'll have to use that. The Q should get him some sustain, but he's so low and the Q's on cooldown. He's taken down. Baytron, great punish.
And Hoya has 2 dash stops.
I actually feel like there was a flash all-in angle onto Mako there, but I suppose Mako has flash up as well, so I wanted to go for it. Tien, the target, as UCAL uses the Pop Blossom just onto one. Tien is found over the world. The tidal wave is absolutely huge, and 369 is shredding them. Jaculov can dive forward onto 1xN. Barrier can't save you from that one. As TT forced away, they lose Tien, but they take the fight.
Jaculov and Mako are at the fight. Well, while 1xN is still, they do manage to get themselves a kill on the jungler. Importantly so, they don't get the Herald, they don't get a game-winning fight or a really big fight to get themselves the objective after. Hoya's now stuck alone under turret trying to wave play. He'll surely be done.
Ultimate used onto 369, holding the wave. It's not going to be quite enough as the Grubs tank the tower instead. Cream grabs the kill, and 369 there in time to get the assist. Oh! Well, click on the tower, click on it, observers, please. Come on, let me know. Oh. Well, that's that Sonya's as well, so can get in and do some damage.
Yeah. Really hard to get that angle when you don't have vision though. Baytron getting forced to use his ult, and here comes the ult!
Oh, two-man ult from UCAL, big damage out from 1xN as well, and suddenly an opportunity. Cream just about getting away with a shield, somehow still alive, but Baytron shuts him down. Tien has to be the carry this time around. He's on the jacks, he might make it happen, but Hoya dodges the stun. Double for Tien as 369 arrives on the play as well. They're hunting for Chocho. The Glitter Lance only stops one. Chocho desperately sprinting around the top lane, but I don't think there's a way out for the Lulu this time. Tien takes a third in the fight.
Ends up being a...
I think part of that as well is that 369 TP'd in behind, so Hoya couldn't really just... Chocho actually manages to get himself a cleanse there, and suddenly he's turned around onto Cream and said, I thought Chocho was doomed, but no, the Mikhail saves his life. and instead TT again finding these hero plays. In goes Hoya, 1v4, knock up across the team here. Jackie Love dodges away from the route from UCal and keeps himself safe. 4v5, top esports now push forward. 1xn nearly gets one shot by TN, but it's Hoya to go down, and the Croc is in the back line. TN with a double kill, and UCal, he finds Jackie Love, but it's a mere consolation prize. TN, the carry
team. They're too good of players individually. And ThunderTalk will have one last series to potentially make playoffs. As top esports storm ahead.
11 wins on the board now for top esports. A couple of respawns, but it's too little, too late. Top esports, I believe at this point, getting very close to locking in top 4. That's 11-3 on the standings now, and TT desperately close.
Hates playing into Talia, and also hates playing into the Nami wave as well. At least the Cassandra can press W in front of the tidal wave and be tanky for a little while and buy some space for the Kalista to do some damage. Problem is now, all Kanavi can get there, which now means Kanavi has to go through a fully lit up top side. Go on to ZDZ. I don't think he can find much here if he'd like to do so.
Ghost going to be procced. Q3 available from Sheer. ZDZ doesn't have his slice and dice, and he does get knocked back. The Q comes in and Kanavi grabs first blood. Xiaohao wants to answer. He's in a 2v1. I don't think this is a fight that he wins. Big damage onto the enemy Lee Sin, but Xiaohao cannot follow it up in the end.
Oh, it's just such an awkward timing.
The QE damages that you were talking about. Big chunk onto light. Uses that culling as Xiaohao now moves into the top side once again. Sheer buffering a lot of the CC. Actually knocks him underneath the tower. Xiaohao taking tower shots, forced away, and Sheer walks out of it. That was gorgeous play.
Because we talk a lot about the soul itself and try and justify whether it's good or not. Most of the time it's a failing effort.
Yeah, it's not that great. It's not that great. It's okay.
Handshake.
Oh, nice handshake onto Xiaohao, and that Crescent Guard doesn't do anything for you in this matchup. 2 kills picked up. Can he get the charm? No. Xiaohu gets away. I think the charm was on cooldown at the time. Yagao has his flash. Yep, you're absolutely right. The light gets out on a blast cone. That's one thing that Chemdrake does bring, is big old blast cones and ZDZ. He's trying to push the wave. He's in the wrong part of town right now. Took a tier 2 in this top side, but I don't think he's going to get away with the play. Sheer pushes him against the wall. Everybody flies in for a bit of action, and it's Yagao to pick up the kill.
So, picks up a kill to assist. That is, sets his kind of cooldown on the rage going down. He can hit the blast cone for it as well if he wants to go into the play or pop his ult. Here comes the fight over the dragon.
Posturing for the 50-50 here, but the Kalista does so much damage with that rend. It's taken by JDG, and now the fight ZDZ into the backline, kiting backwards to ZDZ, can't quite get it, Sheer tanking up the enemy team. Both top laners dash out, but Yagao finishes ZDZ off. Oh, the flash charm is wide, but JDG, they still get the Drake, and they still get a kill.
ZDZ managed to get in tonight, so hard to get through to him and get that point and click stun. Of course, Yagao, great damage too on the item breakpoint. Weibo, now they're trying to find a secondary play.
Ruler might gone too far forward on this one. Bailout available for him as Xiaohao tries to close the gap, but he's just being chased down himself now. And in the meantime, Sheer and Kanavi are fighting the rest. Yagao arrives, but Light dodges the charm, and now all-ins onto the enemy mid laner. Trying to finish this kill as Xiaohao desperately trying to escape, and there we go. Trade of kills across the map, but JDG still with man advantage.
Themselves into rather than trying to land like the 50-50 charms and stuff like that. Now there are egregious points like this where it's like, okay, you've dashed into melee and you've missed your charm anyway, but Yagao, yeah, I think it's good decision making. Let's see if he goes it again. Light
in trouble, flashed over the wall though as Kanavi's gone too deep on this one, needs to get to his team. That's 1-for-1 so far. Hostile takeover denies the follow-up from Weibo. And we end up in a 4v4 stalemate. Both teams walk away, both teams lose a player, but it's jungle for support.
Both of these teams missing, firing them along exactly the same avenues. They know where the space they want to control is. JDG, they do keep their jungler. They also get to heal him up, and they go towards the Baron. Weibo, they have the Talia ult. They're going towards the Dragon, though, but and that means they're not going to have smite for the Baron.
Yeah, Xiaohao's still on the bottom side. JDG kind of needed to burst this, but enough threat from Weibo forces them away from the Baron. Drake taken by Weibo, and they...
Important shoves. So, Kanavi looking for a Q smite steal.
Let's see if he can find it. Let's see whether or not Xiaohu can get those rocks underneath the Drake as well to potentially deny things. Xiaohu flies across Xiaohu on the Drake, and it's Xiaohu that grabs it. That's 3 for 3 now. As Weibo, can they escape from the fight? Konami is so low at this point as Sheer goes forward, knocks Light back, and a huge chunk taken from Ruler as well. But Sheer has gone too far for this one, and he goes down. Fate's called forward, flashed away though. As ZDZ gets onto the backline, Ruler shielded by his Lee Sin. It's 4v5, and Weibo slowly winning it out.
Weibo are winning the battle of both skill shots, and in this case, the one. Kanavi, once again, looking forward. Very hard for Kanavi to play out these late game fights. JDG, they really need to get themselves the flank. They're going towards this now. They do have themselves a decent amount of burn damage again. Going through this, not the quickest.
Lucky Yagao.
Rely on the flip.
Okay, spotted by Light, but Light just goes straight into the charm, trades half of his health for this. We're just gonna flip Baron at this point. Kanavi still in the pit, ZDC forced away. Oh, Yagao dives onto the
no!
What a mistake from Yagao, what a flop in the most important fight of the game. And now 5v4, Weibo can chase this down. The wall goes in, Xiao, who's in melee range as the Talia. MVP performance on this mid lane, and that is Weibo taking down JDG in the first game. They might just end the game.
I think with the waves that they have, are in a single direction fight again. Yagao hanging off to the side, but it's not a clean flank angle. Weibo are gonna have themselves another front-to-back fight.
Whoever gets this straight gets the soul. It's 3 apiece right now. Ren's stacking up. JDG desperate for this. Xiaohu wants to find that wall angle. Yagao's found him though! This is huge from Yagao. Redemption after the previous fight, and it's JDG to get the Drake. Sonya's not available for Yagao, and the bailout doesn't go through. Xiaohu survives.
He has the Seraphs and the Zonyas, both defensive items, bail him out of what could have been a turnaround play from JDG. It's sold to
AD carry either, because it's 40 minutes in the game and you're playing lethality. Kalista, he's a large cannon. I don't think he can defend this one as Weibo try and push it forward. 25 seconds on the respawns, but the Baron minions will do the work by themselves. Xiaohao underneath the tower here using the Crescent Guard. Sheer buying space for the team as ZDZ dives underneath the tower himself. Goes into the GA, desperate to finish the game. Weibo push forwards with everyone falling. They'll take game 1 in an upset against JDG.
You can push in very easy, and then you can still be a tank later on. And also importantly in this game too, you're not a dash champion, so the Poppy has less value against you. So Udo can just...
Yeah, so doesn't have that insane Vi all-in potential, but does spot Xiaohao in the bot Tribrush. Different bot Tribrush this time, but a bot Tribrush nonetheless. Konami could be in trouble here as Chris potentially looking for something, but instead... Oh, nice from Konami.
Oh, Yagao's
blows the steadfast presence, but Yagao's hit by a hook. Oh, God, Yagao, man. He's not helping his own case, is he?
No, he's not. He greeds himself by walking towards Crisp instead of towards Xiaohu. Now, the problem is that Xiaohu could have potentially busted a shot towards the team anyway. At that point, you have to just realize Flash, ult, you're using both of them. It's a bit of a sad situation. So bot lane, behind his CS. Got a CS lead in mid lane and, of course, the kill assist in the split.
Certainly would be, wouldn't it? And to be fair, for most of the split, I expected top to be in the top 2.
But in this
you know,
fashion...
alongside Billy. But then JDG beat them, so I expected JDG to overtake. All in onto Sheer on the top side. ZDZ gets his overheat, gets a lot of damage down. Sheer, maybe just trying to deny that next wave. Bit of damage onto ZDZ, but it won't matter. Nice pickup here. And Xiaohao finally gets one of these ganks to work.
Well, suddenly, Weibo ahead in all lanes. That's another big hit in bot lane.
Nice all in, on to missing, and the flash from Light as well to finish the job. Huge damage out from Light, despite getting caught by here. But Light now on the lethality virus with a Ghost Blade already picked up. The Tristana's doing pretty well with that assist, headed towards first time. Looks like a Blade of the Rune King. Hope comes out from Crisp, and ultimate to follow it up. But here's the thing, Konami's suddenly alone, and Crisp even gets a hook onto Yagao, trying to find more. Xiaohu can't close the gap, so 1-for-1 in the end.
1-for-1, some stacks on the Dark Seal as well. Looks like they're just going to get something for free. They're going to go towards the Dragon Possessed. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I think Xiaohu just waiting until he's got his Q, until the minion wave is there for the bomb. And that's
there goes Ruler.
Back onto Ruler. That should be a fight win, surely, as the knockups come on through. And there's a kill, there's a Drake, there's a stun onto the target, as well as Yagao has to dip into the other side of the map. Oh, the equalizer! It's burning, and there's the last tick of the Leandries! Weibo Weibo get a Drake, they get everything.
Oh, this team, we keep calling them consistent. Now, if you're a JDG fan, what we'd say is don't look at the gold difference and close your eyes, go to a happy place, perhaps look at something with the therapist and book yourself a trip to the top lane, maybe.
CDC.
No, don't do that!
Oh my god, he still gets one anyway. A two-man play on the top side, turned around. Weibo aren't stopping anytime soon. Xiaohu gets caught by the charm this time. There's a good CC chain, but there's just no damage from Yagao. And there's a buster shot to knock him away as well. Oh, Xiaohu! He's so low and he will be taken down. There was no minions. And I feel Weibo maybe overstepping.
Oh, but it was so
The Drakes as well. This will be their third Drake.
And, you know, it's a Cloud Soul, but even then, you know, I think that Rumble with a Cloud Soul is really annoying in this game, because if you're someone like Lucian trying to run away from a Rumble that's opened up the fight with Equalizer, how do you escape him when he's got the W running and the Cloud Soul at that point? That's actually...
He's not even in mid lane just yet. 7,000, look how fast they're burning through this. That's Baron taken pretty much for free. Knock up onto Kanavi there from the depth charge. He's lost half his health to the Equalizer. And now Crisp, oh, ever so slightly shy in the engage there. That would have been a fight win for Weibo if the hook landed.
This is the first time it's felt like they've really managed to stick it in both games.
Oh, Kanavi. Caught by Crisp there. Xiaohao moves down, forces the flash. Shield comes on through the Equalizer again! Look at ZDZ roasting him alive! It's time for a barbecue, and Ruler ain't getting out of this one. Oh, he is actually. I'm wrong on that one, but it doesn't matter. Weibo just demolishing JDG.
Yeah, this is not close. Weibo have done it by the book, by the alphabet. They've gone all the way from A down to Z, D, Z. This Rumble has cooked JDG. It has not looked close.
Unbelievable, both performance from Weibo and pun coming out from Nigeria there. Magnificent stuff here. 11-3 as they close out the second game against our second team in the LPL at 22 minutes. JDG desperately trying to hold on, but they can't. Weibo get their...
These were some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.